Welcome to the You Can Be Unstoppable podcast. My name is Ewelina Szczeblewska, your host and certified hypnotherapist. In this podcast, I will share with you how to tap into the power of your subconscious mind. I intend to share with you how learning how to use the power of your subconscious mind can help you to create a successful and abundant life with ease, how to connect with yourself while fostering a healthy relationship with your body and mind. Tapping into the power of the subconscious mind will help you to learn how to manage your emotions, become more resilient and present in all of your relationships. Self-love and self-worth are the keys to the kingdom of success and abundance, to happy and healthy life on your terms. Hey, how is everyone? Welcome to another episode of You Can Be Unstoppable. And today I want to talk about choice. And my mentor taught me this. Life is choice, not a choice. Life is choice. So let me ask you, how often do you feel like you have no option? You're like crushed by your circumstances, or you might be saying, if only the husband, the kids, the boss at work, or the people you work with behave, then you will be okay. And you feel crushed under the external circumstances getting in your way. And whatever the stuck feels for you is a stuck in your thought patterns, your behaviors. So whatever that is for you, okay? And you feel like you have no choice. And you might also be saying, well, I can't do this because X, Y, and Z is not in place. Or I can't do this because my husband will not agree to this, or whatever that is for you. So, what I want you to consider and really take it to heart and take a moment to think about it is that when you say, I'm stuck and I have no choice, that's an excuse. That is a lack mindset, lack of resourcefulness. That is you choosing to stay in your comfort, in your habitual way of being, in your pattern feels comfortable to you. And when I say excuse, it's excuse to not to do what you think or you know that you really should do. It's an excuse to not to leave your comfort zone. It's an excuse to not to face your fears, not to face your uncomfortable emotions, or whatever that is that you are avoiding, because saying that I am stuck and there is no choice is a coping strategy. It gives you something that is always benefit to everything that we do. Even if you think like, but this is negative, it keeps me stuck. The way we are designed, the way the brain works, everything that we do, there is some sort of benefit. And whether the benefit is stopping you from going out of your comfort zone where you feel comfortable, then that may be true for you. So, to give you an example, when I was 21 and I was very clear that the way my mom lived, this is not how I want to live. The way most people live, this is not how I want to live. I knew how I wanted to live. However, I didn't know how to go about it. I knew I'm going to get there. How I was going to get there, well, that was kind of a mystery to me at the time. However, that was a choice that I made. I knew that this is not how I want to live. I knew how I wanted to live. I made this choice. I'm going to get there. How? I didn't know, but that didn't matter. I didn't need to know million steps in front of me. All I needed to know is the first step. And the first step for me at the time is to make the decision. This is how I do want to live. And what I did is open my mind to the possibility, open my mind to look for solutions, open my mind, what else is there that I can do to create a different life for myself? So the choice was clear. I didn't go down the path where most my peers did. It's like, well, this is where it is. There's not much I can do about it. Economy is X, Y, and Z. Jobs at the time, I remember there was very little jobs. Getting a job was quite a tricky thing to do because you were either overqualified, underqualified, not good enough, good enough. I mean, there was whole shebang going on at the time. But I was open and eager. Okay, what else can I do? Where else I can find a solution? And soon enough, the opportunity came to me. And as they say, the rest is history. So, regardless of your circumstances, you always have a choice. It's always a choice. If you choosing to stay where you are, if you choosing a sec, that is a choice that you are making. Because you always have a choice how you feel about yourself, regardless of what's going on in your life or in your business or in your career. Your career or how much money you have in your bank account does not define your worthiness or your self esteem. Only you can do it. You have a choice what thoughts you think and what you tolerate. You have choice how you dress. And yes, I can hear you saying I can't afford crazy expensive, Gucci bags and clothes and so on. It doesn't matter. You can still dress nicely and with class. The way you look after your body, you do not need money for gyms. You can go for walks, for runs, for cycle, whatever that is for you. You can always find a way if you really, really want something. So take a moment and think about a time when you wanted something. You always found a way. And when you approach life from a place of possibility, opportunity, what else can I do? How else can I approach the situation, and you focus on feeling grateful everything that you have in your life, soon enough your circumstances will change because your external environment is a reflection of the internal world of your habits, of your values, of your stories, of your beliefs. When you change all of that and you feel wealthy, abundant, and successful from inside, you choose to feel like this, you act, behave accordingly to this, you are in a certain way, you are being in a certain way, then your external world soon enough will also change. It's just physics, it's the law of physics. And also, I need to point out that no choice, no making a choice, saying, oh, I can't make a choice, this is too hard, I don't know what to do, is still a choice by default. And the same goes with your mind. If you do not work on your values, of your beliefs, you are creating your life by default according to what's going on in your subconscious mind. And that usually leads to us feeling stuck and frustrated. So you don't want to create your life by default. You do actually want to be the creator of your life. If you struggle and you constantly bump against the same problems, and the same issues, money goes in, money goes out, you just enough, you procrastinate, you struggle with perfectionism, you are not showing up for yourself in fear of failing, you are having poor boundaries around your time, around how people treat you, how they talk to you, what you allow in your life, you are afraid to say what you really think, so you filter yourself, which leaves you frustrated, you are really hard on yourself, you are shooting on yourself, and so many other ways. you struggle with anger, with the kind of relationships that you attract, or the kind of men that you attract. So wherever that is for you, when you constantly bump into the same things, then it's time to check what's going on in your subconscious patterns, in your identity. Because your external life, like I said, is the extension of your internal life. And sometimes we are not even fully aware of the patterns that are playing out in our lives because we do not pay attention. We are far too busy chasing the goals and living, and we actually do not allow ourselves to slow down and ask ourselves, is this even the life that I want? Or do I just go with the motion, with the flow of external circumstances pushing me in a certain way, and I'm just going there without pausing and assessing if this is actually where I want to go? One way that you can analyze this and look at it is take a moment and look at your bank account, your relationships, what's going in your life. It will tell you a lot about your patterns, about your blueprint, and around it will tell you a lot about your thermostat around money, relationships, and everything. So that's the one way you can do it. Otherwise, obviously, you can hire a coach, a hypnotherapist, whoever you want to work with. Because most often we are not fully aware. We are far too close to our own problems and we do not see what is really standing in our way. So when we're working with someone else, they are able to point things out. They are able to ask the right type of questions. So you have a choice. You can choose to continue to live the way you live, feeling stuck, unhappy about how you show up for yourself, how you show up for the relationship, in your business, in your career. You can continue to stay stuck and unhappy, the type of life that you have, constantly struggling an uphill battle, like I did for many years. Or you can choose to hire someone like myself who can guide you through your patterns, ask the right type of questions, help you to rewire your blueprint for life, and finally create the life that you want. Because your blueprint came from somewhere, and till you change it, you will continue to create the same circumstances in your life. So if you are serious, get in touch, email me, book a call by clicking the link in the description of this podcast and say yes to your extraordinary life. Is no better time than now. I am looking forward to hear from you because you do have choice. There is always choice to go in a different direction and choose something else for yourself.
Thank you for listening. If you found value in this podcast, I would like to ask you to leave a positive review explaining how this episode helped you to improve your life. I ask you to do this because this will help other people to improve their lives as well. Share and spread the love all around you. Raise your vibrations to improve your life. If you would like more transformational content like this, connect with me on Instagram. You can find a link in the description of this podcast, and I'll see you over in the next episode.